Imagination isn't just a tool, it's the only reality. Everything in your external world is a reflection of your imaginal experience. Welcome to Mystic Manifestation. My name is Jacob, and here we unlock the deeper truths of your imagination so you can live the life you know you came here to live. And if manifesting is something you feel you haven't quite mastered yet, then this video is for you. Techniques and positive thinking won't work unless you understand that imagination is the only reality, and in this video we're going to dive into what that really means. Everything in the physical, your thoughts, actions, emotions, the opportunities that come your way, the misfortune that happens to you, are all a reflection, are all shadows of the imaginal experiences you have within yourself. And that's the most basic definition of imagination. Imagination equals the experiences you have within yourself. Whether it's what you imagine about yourself or about the world or about others, it's not just daydreaming, it's the experience behind it. And you can tell what you're imagining by how you're experiencing the world. You can tell what you're imagining about a loved one based on, how you experience them. You can tell what you're imagining about life based on the experience you're having of it. So if you want to experience the world differently, you have to change the experience you're having within yourself. And you do this by what you imagine. Like I said, everything is a reflection of the imaginal experience you have within yourself. Everything in the shadow world is just a shadow. And this includes thoughts. It's very important. Your subconscious, your thoughts, your emotions, they're all reflections of what you imagine. Those are all part of the physical world. But this doesn't mean you need to monitor every thought and emotion you have throughout the day. Later in the video, we're going to go over what you can do so you don't have to, what you can do to, manage the imaginal experiences within yourself so you don't have to monitor every thought. But for now, we're going to dive a little deeper into why techniques on their own don't work. So techniques like visualization, affirmations, vision boards, scripting, they don't manifest anything on their own, but they can help you shift the imaginal experience you're having within yourself. They're just tools to help you change your internal experience. And without that change within, affirmations are just noise, visualization is just daydreaming, and reprogramming your subconscious mind is just listening to, endless subliminals for no real reason. It's the change within yourself that's going to be reflected in the physical. So instead of doing all the affirmations, listening to the subliminals, doing endless visualizations, all you really need to do is ask yourself, how would I see the world if X thing was true? Let's say you want more money. How would you see the world if money wasn't a problem? How would you pay your bills? How would you buy groceries? How would you feel filling up your gas tank? These are all, it might not seem like it, but these are all imaginal experiences we have too. A lot of people fill up their gas tank and imagine they're not going to be able to buy grapes when they go grocery shopping because gas went up. Or some people fill up their gas tank and imagine basically nothing. It's no big deal. They're probably thinking of making a sandwich when they get home or something. Both those people are doing the same thing, but having totally different imaginal experiences about it. And affirmations and subliminals, all that stuff isn't involved. Imagination is the only reality, and imagining is something we're doing all the time. In every moment, we're creating, certain experiences within ourselves, and those certain experiences are being reflected in the physical. Now, something really powerful you can do is, like I said, we all experience filling up a gas tank in a different way, and we can all experience manifestation in our own way too. A lot of people experience manifestation as this esoteric thing that, you need to take care of all these blocks and take care of all this ancestral trauma to be able to manifest. And then there's people who have the experience that manifesting is easy. And, we can go back to that previous technique I did. How would you see the world if you were someone who had an easy time manifesting? And oftentimes the answer to that question is relief and gratitude. For pretty much any desire to assume it to be true, you're going to feel relief and you're going to feel gratitude. You would be very relieved if you didn't have to worry about bills, if they were all, you had the funds for them all the time. You would feel relieved if filling up the gas tank wasn't a big deal. And just remember that the imaginal experiences you have within yourself, they're a choice. You know, I had stuff going on in my life that I wasn't really fond of, but I had to accept the fact that I imagined it all there. And as much as it sucked, it gave me the opportunity to liberate myself and imagine something else. When you blame external causes, when you blame shadows for the experiences you're having within yourself, it's going to be a major block to what you're manifesting. The real main thing is you're manifesting all the time. Imagination is the only reality. Imagination is the experience you're having within yourself. And to change the physical experience, you need to change the imaginal experience you're having within yourself. Now, there's lots of people who swear by affirmations, they swear by subliminals, they swear by tapping on their face, and, you know, they'll experience that as something that works. But the reason they experience those things as something that works is because that's the imaginal experience they're having within themselves. And I found personally, I just prefer to skip all of that. I keep it simple. You know, how would I feel if X were true? And then I, you know, have that experience within myself. And I know that can be easier said than done. So now we're going to shift into how to maintain that feeling, because, you know, despite my claim that imagination is the only reality, the physical world is still very real. So it can be hard to not fall off the horse. And essentially, all you really need to do is fuse those imaginal experiences that match what you desire, fuse them as part of your identity. For example, how would you see the world if manifestation was easy for you? Make that part of your identity. Make your identity as someone who, you know, like I'm just great at manifesting. It's what I do. It's part of who I am. And, you know, you might forget that from time to time, but all you need to do is remind yourself, be like, oh yeah, right. Like, you know, I'm great at this stuff. I have an amazing time manifesting. It's easy peasy. Well, can't believe I forgot that. That's who I am. I know that I can manifest, and I know that when things come up, you know, it's not a big deal because I know where my creative power lies. So the big takeaways for this video is everything in the physical is a reflection of your imaginal experience. What is going on within you? How do you see the world? How do you see yourself? All of those imaginal experiences will cast shadows on the physical. And those shadows can include your thoughts and actions and emotions. Another thing to keep in mind is techniques in themselves don't create results. A change in imagination is what is going to, you know, get you to where you want to go. So in other words, change your internal experience and your external experience will start to match that. So an exercise you can take away from this video is ask yourself, what am I imagining myself to be right now? And what do I desire myself to be? What can I imagine myself to be? Make that shift, make it part of your identity. And if you forget, just remind yourself of who you are, of who you want to be, and of what you want to experience in this life. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or want me to make a video on anything else, leave a comment down below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.